During my master's orientation, a coordinator said something that really stuck with me. She said, your connection to the university is lifelong, even beyond marriage. The name stays with you forever and maybe even shaping your identity and perhaps your career even after you graduate. Let's face it, master's programs are expensive. For example, the average cost of a master's in financial engineering program is about $80,000 to $100,000 or even more these days. So choosing a university and program best suited for you is a big decision. Welcome back to Quantify Your Career, and congratulations to all those who are accepted in the university programs of their choice or those who have taken the big decision to apply. Getting accepted into a top quantitative finance program is a huge achievement. But now comes the hard part, actually deciding which one to choose. And let's be real, this is not just about picking a school based on just rankings. It's also about investing thousands of dollars and shaping your entire career in quantitative finance. Do you have to go with a big name university just based on rankings? Do you want to go with the one with the best salary outcomes? Should you choose something which specializes in risk, in financial risk, for example, or focused entirely on math? What about location? Does it really matter if you're in New York, London, or the West Coast? So in this video, I'll break down some key factors to help you pick the right program based on your career goals, interest areas, and more. So we'll cover curriculum and specialization. Does it match the job you want? Industry Connections Alumni Network. Can it help you get hired? Internships and job placements. How strong is their recruiting pipeline? Program duration. Do you want a fast track or a deeper dive? Cost and ROI. Is your investment in the program worth it? Location and financial hubs. Will you be near top employers? Competition, social clubs and activities. Whether you want to make a holistic personality, because in the finance industry, for example, networking matters a lot. The university and program name says a lot about what curriculum it is entailing. So by the end, you'll have a clear idea and a clear strategy to pick the best program for you, not just based on rankings, on where you actually want to be after graduation. So let's get started. So curriculum and specialization is perhaps one of the most important criteria you should look at, whether the curriculum, the subjects, they match what you are interested in and whether they align with your career path. So for example, this is University of Washington's program called CFRM, Computational and Financial Risk Management course. So you can clearly see the electives and courses are very much focused on risk management, or they have more options for risk management, even if they have other courses. So if you're interested in risk management after graduation, that could be a better course for you to pursue. This shows you the CMU program. So it's very much focused on computational finance, data science, machine learning, but also has two subjects called business communication. That's where you also know whether these courses align with what you want to do. So if you're very, very technically focused or math focused, maybe you can look at University of Chicago's MS in Mathematics program. On the right, you can see UCLA's curriculum is a lot more holistic because the program's name itself is financial engineering instead of computational finance or a master's in financial mathematics or computational finance. Which brings me to the next criteria, which is program name and the school in which your program is offered, if it matches your interest area. So for example, you can look at the type of school this program is offered in the university. If it is offered in an engineering school, it might be more technically oriented, math heavy, computational heavy. If it is in a business school, there is a lot of focus on networking and alumni networks. As a math school, naturally it's focused on a lot of math-oriented subjects. The program name also gives away a lot of this. I also put a screenshot of Eco Polytechnics Applied Mathematics program, so you get an idea of how the program name can dictate the curriculum and the subjects it entails. So that should align with your interest areas. Usually in the financial industry, alumni network connections do help a lot. So if you're looking for how good the school is in terms of maintaining alumni networks and connections with the industry, you can look at three kinds of resources. Firstly, you can reach out to alumni on LinkedIn, or even the current students of that university and program on LinkedIn, and have a conversation with them and see if your interest areas and needs are offered by that program. Second is, if it is a business school, it might be slightly better with the networking and alumni connections. Lastly, alumni testimonials are available on websites of these programs. You can look at how strong the alumni network is. For example, this Berkeley student talked about the alumni coming to the school and taking mock interviews. This gives you an idea of how involved the alumni network is with their current students. It does matter a lot if the alumni guides and mentors the current students. One is internships and job placements. So employment reports are available on every program website. I'm sure you must have gone through the employment report before applying to that university and program. But let's say you've got admits from 3-4 universities, and this can be a good criteria to compare these 3 employment reports. Here you can get an idea on what kind of job roles and what positions your alumni are getting placed into after graduating from this program. And if this aligns with your interest area, that'll be a strong push for you to take a decision. For example, if you're very interested in investment banking or portfolio management, this might help you take an informed decision. You can also see what level or what position they are hired at. This can also give you an idea of the level of seniority graduates are getting hired at. Then is, of course, the program duration. If you want a fast-tracked course or an in-depth experience. So, for example, financial engineering programs last from a minimum of 12 months to about 2 years. So if you already have a good amount of experience and you are just getting exposure to a broader network, and that's your goal to get into a financial engineering program, then a fast track will be a better choice. But if you are looking to really go in depth and study all the technical skills, maybe you lack some fundamental skills and you want an in-depth experience, a 2-year program might be a better choice. This is one of the important criteria you should look at while taking a decision. Of course, the costs, scholarships, salary expectations, whether your investment will be worth it, should be looked at. These numbers might change based on how markets evolve, but this will definitely give you an idea. Location and access to financial hubs will say this is important criteria, but may not decide or determine where you will get a job. So for example, this is the employment report from Berkeley's MSFE program. Although the university itself is located on the West Coast in California, 62% of its graduates were employed on the East Coast. So I will not say that the location of the university matters a lot, but if it matters to you to attend other conferences or networking events, you might put that in your perspective. And lastly, if you are very interested in building a holistic experience in terms of competitions and social clubs and activities, you can look at websites of these university programs. Like CMU, for example, has a club for MSCF Women in Quant Finance. And it also has alliances called the Quant Leadership Alliance. And this is how you can build your network, take part in a lot of activities of the club, and build a holistic experience. Now, if you're very technically oriented and you want to build your holistic experience through competitions, you can look at what kind of competitions these programs take part in or send their students to. So all of this can help you determine which university and program align with your personality more. So I hope you found this helpful, and good luck on your applications, and congratulations on all the admits you've received. Until next time.